Welcome to episode 2094 of Love, Serve, Care. Today's episode, let's go to a blast from the past. I had an opportunity to reconnect with someone, a young man that I met a few years ago when I was chaperoning several of our young folks at my local church to a summer youth camp. And one of the individuals is actually a nephew of a friend of mine, and the friend asked me to kind of look after him, take him under my wing, and just guide him, just be there with him. He explained that he kind of been having a rough time at home, some challenging circumstances. I said, hey, just be there with him, be there for him. And that week of church camp, it's a different thing. It's a intimidating thing when you're a young person, right? A middle schooler at that time, and you're meeting a bunch of new people for the first time. You're going across state lines with individuals you don't really know. You're going to a camp. You're not really a believer. You're not a follower, and it's awkward. It's weird, and it was like that at the start. And then he eventually kind of warmed up and got into the spirit, got into the flow of things, and that was that. Fast forward, he's back in town, and he lives in a different state, and now he's back in town for a few days. And the friend reached out to me and said, hey, would you want to meet up with him? Let's have some breakfast. So I'm like, sure, let's make it happen. We have breakfast, and obviously someone grows in a couple of years, and I didn't want to be like the old people in my life, like, oh my goodness, you got so big. But it's like, yeah, whoa, I've been seeing you. What a change, what a transformation. You can see that he's more confident, see that he's more sure of himself, and just happy, just excited about life. And the thing that he shared with me is that today, being that this was yesterday, today, August 5th, he is going to make a decision to get himself baptized, to surrender himself, to follow and obey. And I got to tell you, this is something that it warmed my heart, knowing not only that he was brave enough to come to this camp with us a couple of years ago, but he was telling me that he went to another camp several months ago, reconnected with a lot of young folks there. But the message from the pastor, whatever he or she said, landed for him and inspired him to make this decision. So all that I say is, the seeds that you're planting now, you really don't know when they're gonna harvest, when you will reap, whenever. And you don't do it for that. You know it will come, you just don't know where. You don't know where, when, and who it's from. But I will share is that you pour into people, you encourage people, you serve people, you love people, you care for people, things change. With all that said and done, remember that you're born to live your life in abundance. You're the master of your future, you control your freedom, and you have complete dominance of your thoughts, your emotions, and your habits. Take care, God bless, stay blessed.